Christmas continues to come to downtown Disney. More and more of these trees are showing up. Still not sure if there's any lights in the trees. I'll check it out tonight. I didn't notice last night. I don't think there is. A whole bunch more down here. Well, Disney's famous for the overnight transformations. Disneyland, the park goes from, literally overnight goes from Halloween to Christmas. And of course, if you want to see that happen live, you can just go onto Google and Google it. There's a million different videos of people who, videos that Disney puts up. So here we are. We just had our COVID tests. Get the results tomorrow. I think we have a pretty good idea what the results are going to be, since neither one of us is remotely sick. I guess that's not a guarantee, is it? But we are on our way to Disneyland, where we have got boarding groups for Rise of the Resistance. We are excited beyond belief, and I'm going to show you a little bit of Batuu. We haven't seen that yet. Well, we saw Batuu in Florida last year, but we haven't seen it here. But I'm not going to record the Rise of the Resistance because there's about 1 million ride-throughs online if you want it, and I want to enjoy the ride, so I'll be back. Here it is, as Frontierland turns into Batuu. There isn't even any signs. I haven't seen a single sign telling me where to go. I just heard someone else tell me to go this way. There it is. Holy cow. Right underneath the railway bridge. We leave Disneyland and enter Galaxy's Edge. Wow, it is a little bit surreal almost. Walking up here. Oh. And just like that, we're halfway through the tunnel. We're immediately immersed into the world of Star Wars. We are on Batuu. Holy cow. Now I just gotta figure out where the Rise of the Resistance ride is. That. Yeah, it's just Ray hanging out, saying hello. No big whoop. Theming's incredible here, and there's literally not a single sign that I've seen telling us where to go. I'll just get it figured out. This is, I got goosebumps. So that's the Millennium Falcon Smugglers 1 ride, which we did in Florida. Haven't done it here yet. There we go, right there. It's the first time we've actually seen telling us where to go. Luckily, I found a cast member to help us, but wow, it really does feel like being on another planet. So the theming here, it reminds me of Pandora at Animal Kingdom, right? You really do leave your world and go somewhere else. And just go through a tunnel and suddenly you are in Pandora, and here you're in Batuu. Incredible. So we're at Docking Bay 7, and I'm having a little something to eat. Tracy's having something she got from Ronto Roasters.
I have no clue.
I need a minute.
Yeah.
So our boarding group came up. We got into the queue and got through the pre-show, where you meet Ray, and we got down to the doors and the ride shut down. So anyway, they gave us a return pass, a multi-access, what do they call it? Multi-access pass, whatever. We went back on, and we just got off the ride, and I really need a second because that was something else. What do you think, hon? You like that? Did you enjoy that?
I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't know what happened.
So after
It's spectacular. It's just...
After we were in Florida last year, I said that the Pandora Flight of Passage was the greatest ride in theme park history, and this one's not as thrilling, not as viscerally thrilling.
Yeah.
But I've never seen anything themed like that. I mean, we were just in the battle with the First Order. I mean, it was just...
One of the things I noticed right from the start is that we boarded in really small groups, and you felt like a prisoner. They did an amazing job with casting. It was quiet. There are stormtroopers everywhere. Like, you feel like you're in shit. Like you're just like you're being
if you
like
want
the
to
walk of the executioner kind of thing.
If you want to look it up, just go to YouTube and type in Rise of the Resistance. A billion people have done full ride-throughs, and it's worth checking out. I had seen the ride-throughs, so I mean, it's not like I didn't know something to expect, but it's a whole different ballgame when you're in there. This is just amazing. I would keep riding it today, except that there are no boarding groups today, but we will definitely try to do this again tomorrow if we get lucky. Yeah, you have to be on the ball, and even if you're on the ball, you can still not get it. We were sitting yesterday at noon, or at least 2 days ago at noon, sitting there having a corn dog, and there's people there that were on their last day, and they didn't get the boarding pass, and they were going to miss it for their trip, but they were pretty upset about it. And I get that. But yeah, so when we went back with our passes, we walked right in and basically right back to where we were before almost. Actually, we went back into where Ray's. We saw Ray twice in the pre-show, but that's okay. It didn't take it very long. But the ride itself is, I don't know, 10 minutes long.
Yeah,
it's spectacular. Right? There aren't any words to describe what we just experienced. And I need to sit down for a minute. I am sitting down. I think I need to lay down for a minute.
so good. I hope you
wow.
get on it.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, here we go. My first ever bone marrow. This is beef tendon, which I'm supposed to crunch up and put in here. Alrighty. This is the beef cheek. I think it's beef cheek, right?
No, marrow.
No, the meat though.
If it was beef cheek, I would have ordered it. No.
There's a piece of beef in it. It's not, the marrow is the other stuff.
Oh.
It's delicious and different and odd, but delicious.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, when we just opened, it's literally pop and pour. For a California shard, Napa Valley.
Cab. It's not shard.
Shard. This is my sixth.
Shard slightly
This is
lighter
my
in
sixth
color.
glass of wine. This is the best beer I've ever had. It's not as heavily oaked. Like it's a really lighter oaked.
I'm sure. I mean, I don't know anything about this particular bottle. I haven't had it before. I'm sure it's oaked, but you're right.
Yeah.
It's certainly not a. It's certainly not an oak
not an oak
bomb,
bomb
right? Yeah, like
that you get.
something that could be. Yeah.
I was almost thinking, boy, this is better than the last silver oak we had.
Well, that silver oak, of course, is heavily
It's an
oaked,
oak
right?
bomb.
Yeah.
It's really approachable.
This is from a winery
Beautiful.
called what was it
Beautiful.
called? Morlaix. 2015 Le Petit Morlaix.
Yeah.
Recommended as a pairing with our filet
Yeah.
mignon here.
He said it's in the French style.
And the French style, it is very approachable young. It's 2015, so it's not that young, but it really is delicious, isn't it?
Great pairing
And
with the
we've got-
food. Yeah.
And I'm going to pair my filet, which I've already started eating, with that and a Cab Franc from Argentina, which was the pairing with the last dish, and I'll get a little bit of my WineR Merlot. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So, wrap up of the video. Thoughts on Napa Rose last night. What a 180 from the debacle at Wine Country Victoria the night before. Food was fantastic. The wine was fantastic. The wine pairings were perfect. They did an amazing job. Our waiter, Michael, who's also a sommelier, put together some other. I had one substitution, the diver scallop that I had as my entree, or excuse me, as my appetizer. Wasn't part of the fixed price menu, but they substituted it for me because I didn't love the other two options. And he put together a perfect pair with that. He brought us some other wine to taste, some stuff he didn't charge us for, and then at the end of the night we were he was blind tasting us. We just had to bring stuff off the wine by the glass menu, and we did a fairly decent job of guessing what they were, except for one Chardonnay, which we were way off base on. Didn't taste anything like Chardonnay. Anyway, but we were there probably 3 hours. It was just a spectacular meal, and all made better by the service. Wine Country Victoria was dragged down by terrible service, and this meal was elevated by fantastic service. It makes such an incredible difference. As a big kudos to Michael for just to taking excellent care of us. And Michael had way more tables than the clown from Wine Country Victoria, and still took much better care of everybody. You could tell. He's a professional, and this is his thing. He was an older guy, he's in his 60s, I imagine, and he's probably been doing this for 20 years, I betcha, and he's absolutely fantastic fantastic at it, and serious kudos to him. So yesterday, overall, was quite a day. Rise of the Resistance, which I still can't really even comprehend. I was just looking at my watch, seeing if I could book another boarding group, but I can't. We have to go in the morning. You can get a boarding group at 7 a.m. From your hotel, because obviously the park's not open. But and that's it. That's your chance in the morning. Your second option is at noon, which is 15 minutes from now. But you have to be in the park for that. So I can't book a boarding group because I'm not going to be in the park in 15 minutes. We're going to go into the park in a couple hours and spend this is our last day here. So we're going to spend a few hours in the park. We've done just about everything we really wanted to do in terms of rides. A couple little ones we're going to try and attack this afternoon. Get some more pictures with the tree when the lights come on in the evening. And then we have one more nice dinner at Catal, which is right over there on downtown Disney. That'll be our dinner for tonight. And then we're out really early in the morning. I think our shuttle's picking us up at 4:30. No, 5. Shuttle's picking up at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. So, and then we go home. And that'll be an adventurous trip for sure. But for now, that's the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Because boy, what a day it was. Rise of the Resistance and Napa Rose dinner. We did some of the good stuff too, but even if it was just that's a pretty awesome day in Disneyland. So, I'll see you tomorrow for one more video on this trip. Don't forget, drink great wine. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.